What is your profession?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm the Knight and I'll be showing you the awesome, well, it's not that awesome, the the famous turret engineer where 80% of the PvP community seems to be afraid of because it's so easy and CCs a lot. I have to ask you guys one thing, and that is basically show respect to this video. If I see anyone putting a comment full of hate towards the turret engineer or called other players noobs because they're using it, I'm just gonna block you and delete your comment from the YouTube. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you say anything or not. Just stay respectful. As long as builds show their effectiveness in TPVP, they will stay around. That's just the same with the Hambo. People cried for a Hambo about a year, and it came out even stronger than it was before. So it doesn't matter what you do. Keep respecting each other. Keep respecting the builds as well. Do know that the turret engineer is not viable in top 100 TPVP at all. If you look at the weekly ESLs, you will see that the winning team is never, or even the teams in the semi-finals are never using turret engineer build. So that's totally up to you if you want to use it or not. Basically what you do with the turret engineer is there's just cap 4, decap it if needed, and just stay there for the whole game. Like, if that is your thing you want to do, then just go ahead and use this build. I mean, yeah, it shows its effectiveness, so why not? So first of all, for the build, we're gonna be using the rifle with the sigil of water and the sigil of ice. We're not gonna be using any weapon swap sigils because, yeah, you have no other weapons except for the turrets, but we're gonna leave turrets stationary, so basically we're not gonna swap weapons. So basically we're gonna be using the sigil of water and the sigil of ice. The chill is actually pretty good. Like, if an enemy tries to get away from your turrets, the chill might just help giving the last blow with the rocket turret, which does bring a lot of pressure as well on the enemy. For the wound, we're gonna be using the rune of the Doliac for the toughness and the vitality, and regenerate health every second. So it's pretty much a you're gonna be a bunker pretty much. You will be able to even bunker more than a support guard does, because a support guard isn't made to bunk, it is made to support, as the name itself says. For the amulet, we're going to be using the soldier amulet, but depending on your enemy composition, let's say if you run a full bunker team, it might be good as well to actually consider using knight amulet, so you got a bit of precision on your rifle as well, so you deal a bit of crits. But that's totally up to you. Like, if you have 2 DPS in your team, then you might want to stick with the soldier amulet. For the trades, we're going to be using 2 in explosives, 6 in inventions, and 6 in alchemy. Now the first one in the explosives is the accelerant packet turrets. So each time you overload your turret, they will explode and they will have the knockback thingy. So if I'm going to use even my healing turret, if I press twice and let it explode by this one, as you can see, it has the knockback. That is exactly the same with this one. If I press again and let it explode, it does the same thing, and that's why turret engineers are able to decap quite fast. For the 6 interventions, we're going to be using metal plating, so reduces damage dealt to turrets. It's 33%. I think I don't need to explain anything of this, so that's pretty obvious. Auto tool installation. So turrets are self-repairing. So each 3 seconds your turrets will repair themselves for 5 seconds, and that's pretty good as well. Rifle turret barrels. Turrets deal more damage and have longer attack range. That's actually pretty awesome for your rocket turret right here. Your rocket turret will be the one dealing the most pressure overall when it comes to turrets. Alchemy. Oh yeah, one thing I want to mention is a lot of people, instead of using rifle turrets barrels, they use fortified turrets, which gives those bubbles around your turrets and give a reflective shield for 4 seconds. In my opinion, it's not that good, because mostly if you're a turret engineer and your enemy knows that, if they're at least smart enough, they will send a warrior towards you. The warrior will be mostly a handbow, and the handbow has no projectiles except for the bow. But he will stay with the hammer mostly to CC you, because that's the weak spot about the turret engineer. So this trait is not that strong. It is strong if you're fighting new players. Like, they will just keep attacking, auto-attacking from ranged, and they will just damage themselves with this trait right here. But I still suggest using the rifle turret bells for the damage and the range. Alchemy. When you gain swiftness, you also gain vigor, so that's pretty obvious, I think. I mean, that's the thing we always use. So if you gain swiftness from that's this one right here. I was searching for it. So if you're using the net turret, you will gain swiftness, as you can see, and each time I gain swiftness, you gain vigor as well. And the more turrets you place, the more buffs you're gonna get, as you can see. And they will be stationary. It's not like they are permanent, but they will pop up sometimes, so that's pretty good as well. So as you can see, turrets deal a good amount of pressure, certainly for the rocket turret as well. So you can just pick them up again. They will be on cooldown, but that way they won't be damaged at all. So yeah. So that's why when you gain swiftness, you also gain vigor. For this one, drink an elixir S. That's exactly the same effect with this one. So what is elixir S? Elixir S will make you small and invulnerable for 3 seconds. Now, when that procs, you do have to know that the point you're standing on, the point you're bunking on, when using it, people will be able to decap it. And the effect of the elixir is this. So you get small for 3 seconds and change back. So that's the elixir S. Now for the last trait right here is experimental turrets. Turrets supply boons to allies around them. So as you saw, I was just putting those turrets down and they give me boons every 5 seconds as well, so that's pretty good. Now, so that's it for the build. To be honest, there is no real explanation how you should be playing turret engineers. I do have to say, while you're bunking a point, do not put your turrets on one and the same spot. Try to divide your turrets. Let's say if this was a point right here, you will be bunking. Place one here, place one there, and place the other one here. So basically they will need to, excuse me for the noise on the streets, I really hate those guys with their stupid moblets. So yeah, so what you need to do is basically you need to divide your placement with the turret. So this would be perfect, like a triangle, some sort of view. What you also can do with your turrets is having them letting explode, as you can see. So if you got a water field from your turret, you can let them all explode for the biggest heal, but that will actually just fuck you over. I mean, Without the turrets, you're nothing. That's something you need to understand. Without the turrets, you won't be able to survive quite long or even stay on the point. You will need to kite then, and that's something not so much fun as an engineer. So, but what you can do, as you can see, the F skills changes to blast. So if I put this one up and I change to blast, all of them, as you can see, all of them are area healing with the blast. But as you can see, all turrets change into cooldown, some longer than the other one. So it might not be a good idea to actually do that. It is good if you do it with the rifle turret, because the cooldown is quite short. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also for the elite, the supply crate, I mean, it's also a blast. So if you got the water field from your cleansing right here, I will show you. As you can see, the water healing. So it might be a good idea to actually use your elite inside your water field, so you get an extra bit of healing as well. So that's it for my build, guys. Please consider an in-game gold donation for my hard work on my videos lately. When it's summer, just send an in-game mail with a bit of gold with your name on to my account, which is in the left bottom corner right there, terrasquad.2349. I will mention your donation and your name at the start of my next video. Thanks guys for watching, and hopefully I was able to help you out a bit. See ya!